finally, we get down to it after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 posts about packs and check-in events. We get to our content update. What have we got for us today? All right, guys, let's watch the video. Holy shit, that says 35 seconds. I've never seen the 1 minute summary. I've never seen them round up so heavily on a 1 minute summary. 35 seconds. Wow. All right. The winter check-in event, which is okay. That's a whole thing. The balance patch that was talked about last week, we're talking about again. So the balance patch is going live. Pirate Captain Flans, whose buffs will make her objectively better than she was. Everybody's saying that her buffs are terrible. Yes, they are terrible, especially when you compare them to the amazing buffs that stupid people got canceled. But they are going to make her objectively better. They just aren't going to fix any of her problems, and hopefully the chefs can cook up a way to make her into an aggro bridge unit, but I'm not seeing it. Closer Charles, if Closer's getting an EE, his buffs might do something right now. I'm not sure they're going to do much for him. Archdemon Shadow's buffs look interesting. They definitely make Archdemon significantly better, but I'm not sure it's going to change her gameplay usage that much. I think people that are already using her are going to use her more. I think people are going to try to use her and then probably walk away because everything else is so good. We'll see. Elagos, everyone is excited about Elagos being a counter to Afternoon Soak Flan, and I think at lower elos he might do that, but we'll have to see how much value he has on the team after Flan is gone, or whether or not it's just a one-for-one trade out. Chloe, and then they're buffing Euphine, basically turning her into Green Jacko, so Jacko Cleavers rejoice. Those of you who are wondering, the buffs to Euphine do not break her interaction inside of Labyrinth. You'll still be able to do the Labyrinth cheese with Chloe, with Euphine, no problem. And Sinful Angelica, who in my opinion is the winner of the patch, because they're basically turning her into an alternative for Briar Witch Assyria. For people who don't have Bri, but want to do Bri things, they can use Sinji. Sinji also doesn't have the double-edged sword that Bri has, where she stops raise block on her own team. Sinji lets you still be able to raise your own units and just harm the enemy team. Sinji does have the disadvantage of just being killable, right? You can strip her debuff and murder her before she takes a turn, whereas Bri, you have to murder her first, then strip her debuff, then murder her again. So Bri is much harder to kill than Sinji, and we'll just have to see if Sinful Angelica works. Sigurd's Scythe is the big winner of the artifact buffs. Sigurd's Scythe is going to be just best in slot on Hua Young, and is going to be much better on a lot of other units, and an offer you can't refuse. Strangely, I'm over here thinking I can refuse it, because the problem with the buff is it does make the artifact better, but for who? Who uses this artifact? Other than maybe Elagos? I can't think of anybody that's going to use this artifact, even in its buffed form. It's definitely better, but Ranger artifacts are insane. And yeah, moving on. Yo, Archdemon's getting exclusive equipment. Okay, well, maybe this plus her buffs will make her meta. Maybe this will change her build. We'll have to see what the chefs cook up. That's kind of nice. Okay, so Mort, like I said, if you are right in that bridge point where you are finishing off your PvE and are starting to look at PvP more heavily, you're wanting to, do Guild Wars to have a better arena defense, you're starting to care about RTA, maybe you do some pulls on the Mort banner, but make sure you've got the bookmarks to support it. Remember that you can always get him from the Chapter 3 summon, you can always activate his story banner, and you can always just wait for him to come around again. Though he is meta, at very, very least, wait until like right around Christmas to see if you can see anything else coming down the road. He's one of the best units in the game, guys. People are going to say save, save, save. You don't know what's coming next, and that's true. Just think of it this way. Think of your favorite anime. Think of right after Mort's banner's gone and you've spent your last Skystone, they drop a collab for that anime. Are you okay spending a couple $100s to get those units that you desperately would want on your account because it's your favorite thing? And if the answer is yes, then go ham on Mort. And if the answer is that would be the worst day of my life because I couldn't afford to pull on that banner, then maybe you put a pass on Mort. Maybe you just toss a couple into him, but save the bulk of your stuff for what's coming next. Says, though I'm sure you've seen me blow people up in arena with him, and he's a lot of fun, he really doesn't have a place in the game. And Euphine, yes, she's getting a buff. Yes, you can Jacko cleave with her. Jacko cleaving's not the easiest thing in the world to do, and unless you're just desperate for that, you can get Euphine from the story summons as well. Just all of this is kind of bait, guys, especially with Hoochie's shop being a harbinger for what's coming next, especially with Rift resetting very, very soon, and they will definitely run a special unit who, like Kane, like Wukong, is going to be necessary if you want to succeed in the new Rift. So you're going to want to save up for the new Rift unit and whatever Hoochie is predicting. Think about those things before you start spending on these units. Hot damn, here we go. Bystander Hua Young. Saving the best for last, guys. I don't even care what her kit is. Is she worth pulling? Hell yes, she's worth pulling. She will be mine. Oh yes, she will be mine. Her banner is coming out right after maintenance, so when the game comes back up from downtime, her banner will be live. I will jump on. We will pull for her. I don't have a perfect pity, but I've got luck on my side. There's no way Hua Young's going to stand me up. So, and if you get Benevolent Roman, don't be sad about that too. Broman is amazing against Zeo, and Zeo is always a problem. So, two really good banners on this Mystic rotation. So, let's go, guys. And that's it. So wow, Holiday Epic Pass. Okay, so this doesn't have two parts to it. So this is going to be straight up Cash Pass, and the last Cash Pass they did, I didn't get, but it was a decent value for what it was, right? This is like what they did with Arena, where they put in a Cash Pass on it, and you've just got to decide if this stuff, if this wasn't a pass, if this was in the pack shop, would you spend $30 on this? And for what's in this, $30 is not a terrible value, but you got to decide if it's worth $30. If what's in this pass, if you're going to feel like at the end of it, you got $30 worth of value out of it. I'm not buying them, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Look at it and decide if everything you get in this, the connection summons, the extra tickets, the charms, the selector chest, if all of this stuff is worth $30 to you and you've got it to spend, then spend it. If it's not worth it to you, and it's not worth it to me, not for my level of an account, I'd rather spend that $30 on taking myself out to dinner or getting a nice bottle of bourbon. But everybody's got to make their own choice on that. It's not a bad value. Based on what you get from other packs of equal value, it's not a bad value. It's actually decent. But it's real money, so you got to decide whether or not a real money battle pass is worth it. If you're going to spend the 900 Skystones to get the premium rewards, this is a list of all of the premium rewards, and it is more value than any other epic pass we have in the game for that kind of money. But the legendary pass, which is more Skystones, how much more is it? Do they show it somewhere? Yeah, 900, and then for an additional, great googly moogly, an additional 1,600 Skystones, because mind you, this includes this, right? So it's 900 and 1,600 if you buy them individually, because if you buy this one, you get this one for free. So that's 1,600 more Skystones for the special pass. And what's the special pass got in it? Two mana revision stones, there ain't no way that this is 1600 sky stones. Random gear and 2 selections. Smilegate needs to get over themselves on the absolute garbage can value of these mana selection stones. Do not buy this. Do not buy this at all. Random statted gear and selection stones to make your random statted gear roll basically the same. May as well go into the Hoochie shop and buy his 5-star tickets. It's cheaper than the Hoochie scam shop, and that's not saying a lot. And remember what I said, right? 1600 sky stones in the Hoochie shop should be 160 sky stones when it comes to these mana revision stones. So if we base that on that, that's 320 plus these. This should maybe be 500 or 600 sky stones, not 1600 sky stones. Mother of God, don't waste your money on this. Spend the 900. The 900 is worth it. The 1600 Skystone adder to get this 2500 pack. There are not a lot of things you can do in this game that would be as bad for your account as buying this. Okay, so a special side story for a Raspberry Pi. So how are you guys liking this side story? I think if they allowed us to move the map around all the way, right? Instead, we get locked. We can only go so far with our visible range. No matter where we go, Senya has to be on. If we want to see what's further up here, we've actually got to move over here before we can see what's further up here. And it makes it a little bit harder to find all the things, find all the chests. And I mean, there's a lot of them. I've wandered over this map like 12 times. I still can't find this last damn chest, so I'm going to have to keep digging. But if you're enjoying the story, maybe it's not so bad, right? But the limited movement range and the limited area of visibility is kind of tedious and could be improved. I like that they're trying new things. I am still finding this less tedious than the freaking just do your puzzle event and then you're done. But I think there's room for improvement. I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Because we're getting 2 more weeks of it. 2 more weeks. After maintenance, week 3 is going to be open, and after 2 is going to be open, and after Christmas, week 3 is going to be open. So we can keep going forward and, you know, see what happens to Senya and Alencia. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. No villages will get burnt down or anything. Oh, Elsia of the Ice is back. Okay. Stuff and things and stuff. New exclusive equipment. This is what I wanted to see. So what are we doing? Defense. Defense? Defense. Defense? Not HP, not attack? She's not a defense scaler. I don't like that. In a defense pen meta, that seems like a really stupid main stat for her. Yeah, she's a bulky unit, sure, but I don't know. But hey, free stats, right? But what do we get? Touch of Chaos. Triggers a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack when using Touch of Chaos. Alrighty then. Now she dual attacks with highest attack units. Okay, guys, I think she's going to be really good now. Seal into a dual attack. Yeah, I think this plus her buffs are going to make Archdemon a really, really solid unit. I think this might make her the winner of the balance patch. I think she's going to see more usage now with this EE than Sinji or Yufine combined. She's going to be speed effectiveness now. Right. Speed effectiveness. Sure would have been nice if this was a speed EE. But anyway. This is really good. And you can finally buy these guys stuff from the steeple. That's nice. We got the Mort banner, which you probably shouldn't pull on. Hall of Trials revamped. Oh, please. Oh, please. Dagger Sakar completion scores adjusted. Okay. They're finally addressing the fact that you can't get to the Dagger Sakar stuff, so we're changing all the old school stuff to new school stuff. Abyssal Euphine second trial. Okay, rewards cannot be claimed again if you already cleared the reputation, collect the rewards. So no double dipping, guys. If you got your Dagger Sakars done, you don't get to do them again. But they are giving us new Dagger Sakar missions based on the new Hall of Trials, so you'll be able to get your stuff. It only took them 6 months, right? Cut them some slack. It only took them like 6 months. But this is a pretty good sign that the old Hall of Trials, the Chaerons and Nilgals and Xenos, are a distant memory, and other than YouTube videos, nobody will ever get to see them again. That's kind of sad. New bosses, Rampaging Abyssal Euphine added to Hall of Trials. Euphine added new boss. Okay. I guess we will see what the reputation bonuses, what we have to do to get the Dagger Sakar cleared. Hopefully it's accessible. That's one problem with the new Hall of Trials, is not super accessible, but we'll see. Other improvement adjusts. Hey guys, did you know that the PC client is having its official release? Okay, we're finally getting our Christmas themed lobby. And fixed an issue where some heroes, berries recover, not referenced, Hellion Lu, and counting by standard while young, because they added more dialogues. Fixed some issues on revive, fixed an issue where sound effects played abnormally. Okay, great. No more decimals in the artifact tooltip. I know that was really bugging the hell out of some of you guys. Looks like they added a penguin slider. I'm kidding! They would never add a useful thing like a penguin slider. Come on, Smilegate. How hard is it to add a freaking penguin slider? Battle rules will be improved when triggering. Okay, fixed an issue or additional skill enhancement devices. Now, okay, so auto tower stuff. New exclusive equipments will be added after, or to added to Draft Arena. And you guys play Draft Arena still? I haven't played it in a while, but I guess that's a fun thing for newer people who wanted the RTA experience but don't have the units yet. Fixed an issue, condition be changed, recommended tags for January, in-game improvements, search terms, exceed search area of expanded, monsters and pet journals, comparing strings, space, the characters will be... When comparing strings, space, and character, okay, it's fine, that's fine. When an item is being in the search button, will change to cancel search. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really freaking good. Some of the categories, names, and the special events will be changed, like Nadalon Academy will be changed to Nadalon Academy. Raspberry Pi is going to be changed to Raspberry Pi. Zero Defect City, looks like they're changing it to Zero Defect City. Returning is turning to Journey of the Returning Heirs, and new content. Why do they put this stuff in here? Am I missing something? Okay. So, yeah. There we go. That's it. I bet Stove Comments are excited. Yeah, there was no Christmas skin in that new Epic Pass that we have to pay $29 for. No Christmas skin, no New Year's, friendships artifact, no mention of Christmas Skystones. Maybe we still get that as a special surprise. No 5-star selectors. Maybe that'll be a special surprise. Any skin for Mort? No, we always skin for Mort. Where is the ML Ras? Really? That's the hill you're gonna die on. Look, guys, new events to spend all your money on with all these packs. I do have to say I'm a little disappointed that of the, like, friggin' long list. I saw all of these posts and I was like, wow, we're getting so much content. Look at all of these posts. And like 4 of them were talking about the PC client being an official release, and the rest were talking about packs and sellables and scam shops and stuff. And when we get to the actual content section, it's a 35-second video where 25 seconds of it were things from the last Wednesday's update and patch.